My mission is to inspire you to be the best you that you can be. Failure does not exist in a positive mind. Stay optimistic.
Greetings and peace be unto you. This is the Inspiration Show entitled Bad Parents or Bad Kids. I don't think we actually look at things from both of those perspectives all the time. For the most part, when a kid is bad, what's the first thing they say? Oh, that low, whatever, he's bad as whatever. But in all reality, somebody raised them, right? Either the parents raised them or the streets raised them. That's how it is sometimes. But I'll give you my own example for myself. I wouldn't consider myself street raised at all. If you only know me from watching these channels, these shows, you probably would think I was some Ivy League dude or something like that. But totally the opposite. But the streets did not raise me. However, I am street smart. Don't get it twisted. I just carry myself a different way. I choose not to engulf or indulge in the street life or the street aspect. If you notice, you can't find, I don't even know how many shows I have now, but you couldn't pick one out where I'm saying not even one curse. Does that mean I'm the person that doesn't curse? Oh, you definitely don't know me. If you think I don't curse, you definitely don't know me. I just choose to not curse because I almost look at it like, why am I cursing? I need to express myself, right? So sometimes when you curse, it's a way of not expressing yourself. Like you can only express an anger or you're expressing, bad vibe, whatever like that, low frequency. But anyway, the reason why I don't curse is because I want everybody to be able to look at this thing, put my show on in front of kids, in front of their grandmother, in front of their mother, whatever. And everybody be able to receive my message no matter who they are. Without having to be like, oh man, this guy's cursing every 5 minutes. I can't even look at this thing. You could be watching me at work and your boys creep up behind you and you can still watch me because I'm not gonna be saying nothing crazy. All right, so back to the subject. So what I said, I don't feel the streets raised me. My parents were great, but I didn't have both of them. Primarily, I was raised by my grandmother, my aunts, uncles, and my mom, who later on came into the picture to raise me because she was going through whatever she's going through, and later on she came along and took over. But I had a great childhood. I can't complain, not at all, And for that matter, it doesn't matter which one of your parents raised you, as long as you're raised by somebody with some proper manners, etiquette. You ain't going up in the bank grabbing your crotch or nothing like that. So much need a loan, that type of stuff. You pretty much got things down. You go to a job interview, you go the right way. Go back to some of my shows before, I talked about job interviews where I'm seeing some crises out there. People are not coming to job interviews with the right attitude at all or the right dress on top of that. It's like, here I am, hire me, and it don't work like that. If you ain't getting hired, I just put the bug in the air, and you know why. Cannot be going there looking crazy. I don't care if it's 2020 or 1990. That suit will get you the loot. It will get you the loot. And that's paramount. I tell anybody, even if you don't know anything about the job you're going for, put that suit on and people going to think differently of you. Trust me. I played somebody one time in a store. I went in the store earlier that day with a hoodie on, looking, whatever, to make her stereotype me, pretty much. Came back later on with a suit on and went in the same store. They didn't even know who I was. And I pulled to the side and told her, I said, you know I'm the same person that came here earlier? She's like, oh my God. That's all right. I already know. Well, I knew what to expect already. You're going to get the respect that you give out. So, my parents, like I said, I had good parents. And I wasn't a bad kid. So, good parents, good kid. Don't always work that way. Sometimes you can have great parents and still be a bad kid. I met this guy that he told me he grew up with his mother and father. They lived in a house with a dog and everything. I never had a dog. Never lived in a house. Well, actually, I lived in a house when I was older. But my thing is, he had everything that, what they call the American dream almost. You know, he had a dog, mother, father, house. And this guy decided to sell crack. Mind-blowing. Mind-boggling. Why? Well, sometimes you can have all of that and be missing something. In his case, he says he was missing love. He felt that he wasn't getting enough love at home. He felt that his father didn't sit down and, talk to him and have that man-to-man talk and have that bond that a mother and son should have, that a father and son should have. His mother, always busy, always doing whatever she's doing, living her life. He never wanted for nothing financially. His belly was never empty, but his heart was empty. So he wasn't getting provided the nurturing that he needed. Are they bad parents? I wouldn't call them bad parents, but in many ways they did neglect providing the care, the time, the energy that goes into being a parent. Because there's a lot of that's needed as well. Kids don't always need to get in your pocket. They need to get in your heart. And that's important. I remember one time my mother was just working. All this working, doubles, all type of stuff. And I said, Mom, you know what? I can't remember the last time you told me you love me. And she's like, what you mean? Of course I love you. You know I love you. I know, but I just never heard you say it. Or I haven't heard you say it in a long time. And I know it hurt her. I didn't mean to hurt her. But it was my heart crying out to her. To let her know, like, look, I know you got me everything I want, everything I need. But I need your heart. That's what I really need. It's not all about having all the clothes, sneakers, or whatever like that, and having, a full refrigerator. It's not always about that. It's time spent. And the way this thing is all set up right now, or this period, a lot of people think that working, all these hours and or whatever, bringing all the money to the table, but and bills and everything, but that time spent with your child is extremely important. You don't get that time back. See, time expires. Money does too. But the difference is you can get money back. You can get it back. I tell you, growing up, I spent money like crazy. Even some of my adult years, I spent money like crazy. But the reason is because I always knew I was getting more. Always. I never felt like if I spend, $10,000 right now, I never felt like I'm not going to get that back. Sometimes I was arrogant enough to feel like I'm going to get $20,000 back after spending that $10,000. So I ain't worrying about it. And that's how it feel. But time, you don't get time back. Time is done. Once time is over, that's it. If you don't believe it, go by the time clock and see who really wants to stay past the time they're getting off. That time is over, they're done with their work. You're not going to work not a minute or a second longer. Nothing. Unless they're getting paid for it, but then, that's different. So, you can't get time back. So when time is done, time is done. And sometimes bad parents can make bad kids. Now, not spending time with your kid is not making you a bad parent, but in some ways you need to spend as much time as possible. In many ways you need to spend as much time as possible. Sometimes, like the other day, I saw kids outside 10 o'clock at night. School's out, so they feel they could just hang out, I guess. But my thing is, if you out at 10 o'clock at night and you ain't going nowhere, what's the use? What are you outside for? Now, don't get me wrong, I've done the same dumb thing. Until somebody sat me down and said, if you outside 10 o'clock at night and you ain't got nothing to do, nowhere to go, no destination, what are you really doing? I couldn't really answer. And being that I couldn't answer the question, I said to myself, what am I doing out here then? I stopped doing it. If I wasn't gainfully doing something, engaged in something, why am I out here at 10 o'clock at night? What am I doing? Nothing. If you ain't getting a goal accomplished, if you're not going somewhere, coming from somewhere, what are you doing out there? Nothing. There's no need for you to be outside. You know, and like I said, my father was not around, but it didn't hinder my upbringing because I had my uncles, I had male figures in my life. But for those of you who are fathers, a lot of times we're not around. I have kids as well, I have daughters. And when they don't see me, they go crazy. It's almost like as if seeing your star or something, your favorite star. Like, my daughter told me one time, I ain't seen you all week. Like, what do you mean you ain't seen me all week? I'm like, oh, well, yeah, she's going to school and I'm going to work. So a lot of times I don't see her. That's my oldest daughter. My younger daughter, I see her every day because I take her to school. But I get what they're saying. I get what they mean. Even if you're there, sometimes it's like you're not there. Because you're moving so much. You're trying to do so much. You're trying to work, trying to do all these different things and make sure they have the best life possible. But sometimes it's still not enough and it doesn't work. But now the bad parents, as I say, are the ones that have kids and really just don't give a damn. They're just like, you know, you're not trying to check on your kids. You're not trying to be in their life. They, you know, all their accomplishments, you're like, you know, no factor to them. You don't care. I don't know how somebody could do that myself. Like, I couldn't see myself just totally tuning off everything my kids do and not try to be in their life, no matter what the situation. I couldn't see that. Because I'll tell you, my mom was there for every single major component of my life. She was there before she passed. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. You know, my whole life, all my graduations, the Army, graduating basic training, she was there. I never expected her to come. You know, I'm sitting there watching everybody celebrating with their family. And I'm like, my mother not gonna come all the way down here to Georgia. She did. She was there. Right there in the front. I mean, like, I started crying. And I don't cry easily. But that right there, that hit me. Because I was like, wow, she thought of me enough. I mean, of course, you're gonna be like, that's my mom, right? But she thought of me that much to come down there and be there for me. And that was really important for me. You know, you don't get time back. Like I said, you don't get it back. You got to spend as much time as possible with your kids. Does it make you a bad parent for not spending time with them? No, but it's kind of borderline of something it's like neglect, which is still not good. So you need to be there. But a bad parent is the one that lets your kid do whatever they want to do. You don't say nothing. You got no sort of authoritative, no authoritative action in life. Like, they just run, do whatever they want to do. There's no rules. There's no repercussions behind them doing something wrong. That's a bad parent. That is a bad parent. I don't care. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to make it light. That's a bad parent. If you can't exercise authority to your children, then who's the parent? And who's the child? Then you might as well be the child and let them be the parent. If you're not going to tell them what to do. If my daughter's got dishes in the sink, rise to the top, about to come over, and I don't say, get in there and clean them dishes, then what am I? I might as well just be a bozo. I might as well put my clown makeup on and just, little fake nose, all that, just walk around the house and just let her do whatever she want to do, But being a parent is not being a friend. I mean, I said not always being a friend. Being a parent is not being a friend. You are not their friend. Regardless of how close, how tight. Sometimes single mothers, I'm going to get y'all mad for a minute. Single mothers do this a lot. They got that child and they feel like if I squeeze him to death with love, or if I show him I'm, all for his concern, I'm all for him. And the hell with his dad or whatever like that. Yeah, what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If he's not like me, because even though my mother showed me much love, she never really destroyed my father, but she ain't really talk great about him either. And what did it do for me? It made me seek my father out. I was like, let me see just how bad this cat is, because she making it seem like this guy's Hitler. Like, he's just like, he's just terrible. And when I found him, he was not terrible. He wasn't Hitler, but he just he dropped the ball of responsibility. That's point blank. And no, I ain't try to flip on him. I ain't curse him out, none of that. But I just I use his example to not be, so that made me be a better father. I saw his mistakes and I capitalized on them. So this is things that as parents you should do. Now, it's like I said with the single mothers, show your child as much love as possible, but don't ever make a competition between you and the other parent, regardless of the situation with them. Don't talk down on them like that, because you're going to make that child develop a hatred just as strong as yours, or maybe even worse, for that other parent. I mean, when it comes down to it, however you feel about him, it still took two of y'all to make him or her. Y'all was under some sort of agreement at one point. Y'all weren't fighting when y'all was making him or making her. Y'all weren't fighting then. I trust on that, So I think in some ways that could be a bad parent. Not straight up saying it is, but it's a bad parent if you promoting your child to hate their father or mother, however the way it is. If you're a single father or single mother and you're just bashing the other side, that's not good. That could be a bad parent. And also being a bad parent could be you giving your kid everything they want. Spoiling the hell out of them. My daughters are 90 and above average in school. They deserve the world. I'm not going against that. I'm not shunning that. But when they make mistakes, when they do wrong, I got to be just as strong with the repercussions. And that's something that I think people get confused with. They think that you just spoil them, give everything they want. Nah, you need to be balanced on both sides, with as much praise as much punishment. Can't be, can't be yin and yang, scales tipped or whatever the wrong way. You can't do that. Give them accordingly what they done. Act accordingly with what they done. I mean, in summary, I would say there is no bad kids without bad parents. Usually, it's going to be top and bottom. You can have good parents and still have a bad kid, but it doesn't happen like that often. That's a rare thing. I think it's very rare. But bottom line, give your kids what they deserve. If your kids are great kids, by all means, give them what they deserve. But if your kid is acting up and they not listening to you, they're not respecting you, don't keep giving them gifts. Don't keep patting them on the back. You know, like, come on, you serious? I don't want to compare kids to animals, but just rhetorically speaking, if a dog were to bite somebody in the street, would you give him a treat? I know you're like a dog, but a kid, I'm not trying to really compare them, but I'm just comparing more so situations. You don't reward bad behavior. You don't reward disrespect or whatever the case. I hope y'all got me. I went a little long on this thing. I just had to get this off. I want everybody to hear this thing. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share. I still got the Preacher Bishop interview coming. Once me and him link and I get it done, y'all will see that. I've been coordinating with Artie Cordell. I'm trying to get his mailing address so that y'all can contact him when, you know, while he's incarcerated. I don't have it yet. He's doing all right. I did speak to him. What else? I'm gonna put my Instagram up on here and my email so you can get in contact with me. And also drop some comments in the comment section. I will respond unless you make some idiot comments. I don't respond to idiots. I'm sorry. It's just me. I'm either gonna delete you or block you. That's it. Ain't no secret, because I ain't got time for that. We take that stuff to another platform. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to type fight with you. I'm here for that. You ask me a intelligent question, or, you know, something that deserves a response, you got me. But you ask me something ignorant, I'm not gonna go. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do those at all. I'm not with it. Sorry. Anyways, faith, health, wealth, success.